This is the first page of chapter 6. I'm noticing that this illustration is showing Clementine and Margaret, and it looks like they're looking up at the same thing. And they look alike, don't they? They both don't have much hair. Let's read together and find out what happens in this chapter. Make sure that you are reading along with me if you can, and keeping your thinking jobs in mind. Thursday morning, I woke up with a spectacular-ful idea. I am lucky that way. Spectacular-ful ideas are always springing up in my brain. The secret thing I know about ideas is that once they spring into your head, you have to grab them fast, or else they get bored and bounce away. So I called Margaret and told her I had a good surprise for her and we needed to sit in the back seat of the bus. It is unfair that sometimes even spectacular-ful ideas don't work out. It is also unfair that bus drivers are allowed to send you to the principal's office. It's not my fault, I explained to Principal Rice before she could say any of those Clementine why did yous. Margaret has a very slippery head skin. Mrs. Rice fell into her chair hard. She clapped her hands over her ears and squeezed like her brains were going to jump out. Part of me wanted to see something like that, but most of me said, "Not today, thanks." Margaret's slippery head skin is not the problem, she said. The problem is that you tried to glue your own hair onto Margaret's head. You've been having lots of problems this week. First, you cut off Margaret's hair. Then you colored her head. Yesterday, you cut off your own hair and colored your own head. And today this. Clementine, what's going on between you and Margaret? How do you spell nitrogen? I asked Mrs. Rice. Sometimes grown-ups get distracted if you ask them school things. But Mrs. Rice just spelled nitrogen for me and went right back to the Margaret thing. Are you angry with her? No, I said. Okay, fine, I yelled it. But I didn't know I was going to yell it, and I couldn't stop my yelling voice. Here is how good of a friend I am to Margaret. I'm not even mad at her for last week at my party, even though she breathed on the M&M rocks in the back of the dump truck, which was the best part of my cake. And then she sat on my sparkle glitter paint set, which was my best present. And said it was an accident, but I don't think so. And now she's trying to look like me, except she gets to have bracelets and I don't? Ooh, she seems angry. Oh, looks like that's Clementine's yelling face. She seems to be really upset about what Margaret did at her birthday. Oh, said Principal Rice, and then she didn't say anything at all. Just looked at me, which is the worst thing of all that can happen to you in the principal's office. I sat there swinging my legs back and forth like crazy for 300 hours, and then I said, "Can I be done here now?" And she said, "Okay, fine." Margaret's mother let her come over to play after school. Does this mean she's all done being mad at me? I asked. No, she just doesn't think there's anything left for you to do to my head. Besides, she says I'm 9 years old and I should be able to protect my own head. Then I told her some good news I had just thought up. I am 9 years old now too. No, you're not. You're 8, she said. I came to your birthday last week, which I remembered. No, I explained. I was 8 at my party. 9 comes after 8, and it's after my party. So now I'm 9. And that means we're the same age. That's ridiculous, yelled Margaret. I'm almost 10 and you're 8. You are not 9. She tried to flip her hair, which didn't work so well without actual hair, and her head got even redder under the scrubbed off marker. Yes, I am, I told her. I'm in the gifted class for math, so I understand about numbers. Then Margaret left and slammed my door. That Margaret, after all I've done for her, helping her fix her stupid hair. I followed her into the lobby and yelled, "You shouldn't have breathed on my cake and sat on my present, and I don't want you to look like me." But she didn't even turn around. So now I had nobody to play with for the rest of my life. But I didn't care because I was 9. Or maybe I was just after 8. Okay, fine. Being after 8 reminded me that I hadn't checked yet that day to see if I'd started growing a beard. So I ran to the bathroom. While I was there, I accidentally climbed into the toilet seat to look out of the window into the side alley to see if Margaret went out there. I didn't see her, but I didn't care, especially when I looked in the mirror and saw that I had started growing a nice brown beard on one cheek. "Hey, Bill," I yelled. Bill is my dad's for other people name. "Where's your razor?" Dad came skidding into the bathroom so fast I thought his feet might be on fire. But they weren't. I showed him my beard. Dad squinted and sniffed my cheek. "That's not a beard, Clementine," he sighed. "That's chocolate frosting." As a matter of fact, that smells exactly like the kind of chocolate frosting that your mother put on the cake that she made for her book club, which nobody was supposed to touch. Now, isn't that a coincidence?